All of my hospitals must be aware and prepared for mass casualty events in the case of war. What do you know that I don't? The world is changing very quickly, and you should know this. There is nothing wrong with being prepared. No, I mean, I don't disagree with you being prepared. It's just your version of prepared and my version are significantly different. You want to prepare your hospitals, to take care of people when they get hurt. I want to prepare to win. I don't really have to take care of the bad guys if they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, French, that's kind of preparing yourself to lose there, isn't it? I guess the thing, if the bad guys show up and you just eliminate all of them, all the ones that survive, you can be like, well, I don't have the infrastructure to really take care of you guys. Maybe next time just don't start some shit.
Yeah, then there's the old, Canadian option, like, I can't take care of this many POWs. Looks like I need less of them. Ta-da. Oh, come on, dear. That was one, maybe 2 times. Can't remember. I know one for sure. Canada, sometimes your roots, still seep through. Wasn't there a teacher that just got, administratively put on leave or something like that because he had a bunch of 10-year-olds repeatedly watching the Charlie Kirk assassination? I know, right? A bunch of fucking weak-ass 10-year-olds. That is abhorrent and evil. Hate to agree with Beans on Toast on this one, but yeah, he's right. That's pretty fucked up, dude. Oh, of course. Now you guys are going to put that on the checklist too. Until it's on there, you run your own country and I'll run mine, dear.
I feel like the world is healing.
No, Buff, do not encourage that. And you, Mr. Free Speech Absolutist. Aren't there a bunch of people losing their jobs over their opinion about Charlie Kirk's murder? Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. Now, I want to break that part down a little bit because I want everyone to understand I'm not a fan of cancel culture. Never really have been. Never going to be. However, people saying the awful shit that they are about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, especially in certain professions, could, number one, bring some doubt into their professionalism based on certain circumstances. For example, a healthcare worker, if a conservative comes in injured, are they as likely to maintain them or take care for them in the exact same way they would somebody else? Furthermore, it also opens them up to litigation in the future. For educators specifically, if they start teaching their students kind of the way that they feel, and it's almost impossible to combat because everyone has some level of bias, myself included. But if they come home and they tell their parents that they were learning about things a certain way, that school system could then be sued. So it's kind of the safe thing to just be like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, I also heard they finally caught the guy, girl, them, they, they're fucking non-binary toaster oven, fucking F-22, whatever the hell they want to identify as.
I identify as a threat.
Well, that's the other thing, Buff. I don't think that we should really focus on stuff like that. Like when it first happened and they posted the pictures of the suspect, oh my God, everyone came out of the woodwork and, oh, it's a conservative. And then you find out the individual had a trans roommate and they're like, oh, it's a liberal. This is an evil person who did evil things, who was radicalized by their beliefs and their internet. That's really what happened. That's what I'm curious about. I would like to know, and I'm sure the FBI will eventually get to the bottom of it, who and from what country radicalized this individual so much that they felt that was the choice that had to be made.
I can't wait to find out if it's from a foreign country. I wonder if it's Winnie the Kung Pao chicken over there in West Taiwan. Why would China get anything from the assassination of just a talking head on the internet? If I wanted to take somebody out, you would never know. Yeah, sure we would. Their rifle would jam after the first round, their plate carrier would be made out of cardboard, and their car would break the fuck down as they tried to get away. Everything's Temu quality from you, fuckface.
I saw that NASA says there's signs of ancient life on Mars. I didn't know we had F-22s that long ago.
They didn't exactly say that, per se. It's kind of a lack of an answer. You see, no one in the scientific community wants to be like, this is proof of extraterrestrial life. Nobody wants to be that guy unless you have absolute 100% definitive proof. So they're just saying, look, no other answer makes sense to this. And it's like microbial life, man. Don't worry about it.
Microbial life. You mean like Russia's wiener?
Oh, shit, I'm so fucking proud of that little guy. Oh, shit. I didn't even have that one in my head. Well done, kid.
You shut up your mouth. Maybe sometime in the near future, America needs to understand what it's like to fight a real war. Like I am against the Nazi threat that is Ukraine. I mean, I'm not trying to talk no shit, but I'm going to talk some shit. I've talked to people who are pretty close to the situation, and based on current ammo, capability, numbers, weapon systems, their estimate was that we could fold Russia and Ukraine in about 72 hours. I would like to see you fucking try. Or have you forgotten that I have nuclear weapon?
I'll be honest with you, maybe I'm the only one here, but based on how well I've seen your equipment operate in Ukraine, I'm not really confident those things fucking function. You know, we spend more, like, maintaining our nuclear weapons every year than, like, North Korea's entire GDP, right? Which ain't much. I mean, we spend 4 times their GDP on missiles alone.
Yeah, Russia, I don't know if I'd be talking that much shit. Didn't you take a display T-90 from UAE, and now it's been sent to the front lines of Ukraine? That's a statement you guys put out. Also, you just asked for the S-400s back from Turkey that you sold them like 3 years ago because you need to plus up your own stockpiles. Oh, and you pushed India's orders of S-400s back another 2 years potentially because you can't produce them fast as they're getting destroyed. It's called war. Maybe you should look it up sometime.
Why do we gotta look it up, motherfucker? We got the first place ribbon.
I'm inferring here a little bit, but Uncle Sam, don't you think that this is a backdoor way for them to get back into the F-35 program? Because we kicked them when they bought the S-400s, and now if they give them back, they could potentially be in the F-35 program again? It's very possible, and that's kind of what I told them, is that as long as you have S-400s, you're not getting F-35s. Aw, come on! Another country? I don't even like Turkish food. Shut up. While Turkey is on the low end of countries I trust in NATO, they have the second largest standing army in NATO. Now, granted, their equipment is quite dated, their training is substandard, but they got the numbers.
Numbers don't win wars there, Uncle Sam. I win wars.
I agree, but numbers help.
So in like 20, 30 years, when they leave NATO, and then they're no longer our friend, I'm going to be able to bonk some nerds. I'm okay with this.
I doubt it will be as easy as you think it is.
Oh, what? You think it'll be easier? You know, hats off to you for the humble pie you just had, man. Good job.
Did you really just spend $60 million for your space carrier program? I thought that was a joke.
The only joke here is your military there, beans on toast.
Stop it. I agree. $60 million probably isn't enough to get me one up there, but it's at least enough for like designs and to get something on paper and maybe a concept. Or maybe you forgot that we just be building shit. This time, America, you're not the only one.
You finally created a beans launcher? Or is it a toast launcher? Although technically a toaster is a toast launcher. You just have to upgrade the springs. But anyways, I'm proud of you.
A European company known as MBDA has now showcased a tank-fired missile. Oh, now who's in the past, America? You realize the Soviet Union made that, like, decades ago, right? Yeah, I hate to say he's right, but we're kind of taking a step backwards here. What's so special about it? Well, if you want to listen, Russia, the Acheron. Basically, yes, it's a missile that just loads like a regular tank shell, but it can get its GPS and other guidance from outside sources. So you could fire from your tank behind cover and then stay behind cover, unlike Russia's design, which has to be laser guided, so you have to be exposed. And then this thing will fly out, climb, and drop down right on top of the tank. As well, they've also showcased that it is immune to all current versions of Russian jamming. Never thought I'd say this, but yeah, I fuck with that. That is... Does it come in 120? Yes, the munition itself is 120 millimeters in diameter, which means that it will fit your Abrams, it'll fit my Charlie, it'll fit the K2, pretty much all NATO tanks, as well as the Leopard.
A fire and forget main gun javelin. Oh, I'm feeling something right down in my giblets. I get that sometimes too. They said it was a hernia. I just think my body's trying to grow a third testicle.
America, did you happen to see that me and Cuba have begun working together and they have now switched over to a Chinese payment system?
Okay. So what?
Now Cuba will be able to make international payments in the yuan. Oh, shit, congratulations. Yeah, West Taiwan and, Southern Florida. We'll go with that. Anyways, well, now you guys get to be broke in two forms of currency. That's cool.